I'm reading this evening. And if you've got a phone, can you turn it off, please?
Yes.
Is it off? Start with an opening prayer. Yeah, we start with an opening prayer, if you don't mind.
Right. I need you to close your eyes. I need you to find a bit of space and a bit of peace while you're doing it. I know you've all got good imaginations. So can you imagine a beautiful rainbow over the top of you, going from one side of you to the other? And think of all the colours that this rainbow gives you. It gives you love and peace, healing and protection. Great Spirit, Father God, as we come here this evening into the sanctuary, I ask please that I may be used as your channel, bringing forward those in the world of light, coming forward to give evidence that they are still with us, bringing their love and support. I ask, Father God, that we can send peace out to our world. Each and every one on this earth plane can know that you are looking after them, no matter what they're going through, where they are. We know that you are there. I ask, Father God, that we can appreciate our lives, everything that we have, everything that has been and will be. We also think of our animal kingdom too, for they are important to us on the earth plane. I ask for healing, upliftment and progression for all those that have passed the Spirit recently. I ask, Father God, my guides and helpers may come forward and using me as a channel today, that the angels draw close to us too. I ask all this, Father, in your name, and in the name of love, light, and in the name of Jesus Christ. Amen.
Amen. Thank you. We have a small healing list, and afterwards I want us to have a minute's silence and think about the people we know and about the people whom we don't know. 2 healing rooms of spirit, of love and kindness, we ask for peace and healing to all people who have physical and mental pain, especially those in our healing book. We ask influence that people may be kinder to each other and all animals. We also ask for healing towards all those in the royal family and those that are close and work with the Queen. Our healing list is as follows: Jenny, Maureen, Roy, Lynn, Nigel, Nell, Len, Diane, Stephanie, Carol, Poppy, Yvonne, Darry and Vicky. Can we please have a silence towards those people? Anybody else who's not in this list is also included. And afterwards I will give a short address. Okay, if those thoughts are past you, I'll carry on. I was given these words which I'm about to read a long time ago, and they go like this. Jesus the man came to our world to give out hope and healing. Nothing passed his awareness that he did not notice. Benediction from his soul cared for all that seemed so hopeless. If you want to know him, don't think of heaven above, but only people worse off than you are, and you will receive his love. Thank you. And you've got something
I
you
do.
wish to...
I'm going to be moaning at people a bit. I'm not going to moan at people. It's just the fact that I was having a talk with a few people the other day, and a lot of people seem to be a little bit at odds with everything that's happening at the moment with regards to the Queen and the royal family and things like that. And I just wanted to remind people that obviously we've all seen the news about the Queen and everyone has an opinion on it. And I understand that you might not like the royal family or what they stand for. But we would like to remind people that she wasn't just a queen. She was a mother, a grandmother and a great-grandmother. And she has a family that is feeling a deep loss of their matriarch at the moment, and a loss that many of us here will know and understand. Because almost all of us here will have suffered our own grief, our own loss, and it will be that grief that has driven us to seek out and find comfort for it, mostly the reason that it's brought you to our door here tonight. We all deal with loss and grief in our own way, and no matter your thoughts on the family, I ask that you keep in mind that they are dealing with a very real and very public grief over which they have little to no control, having to share it with the rest of the world. So I ask that you keep them in your thoughts, that you keep those that do love the Queen and the royal family in your thoughts, without judgment and without reprimand of them. Because grief is a personal thing. There's no right or wrong way to grieve, there is no limit to grief, and no one has the right to tell someone if they are allowed to grieve or not. At the moment it feels strange, even if you do not support her and her family. There's kind of a hushed quiet that's descended, and a feeling that something in the world is missing. It's off kilter and it just feels a bit wrong. And that will take time for us, everyone, to come to terms with. But now is the time that we have to put our faith in things that are tangible and real, and where we take comfort in those around us and remind ourselves that no matter how much or how little time we have spent with someone, it still gives us precious memories to hold on to. And we take comfort in the fact that we know that they are still around us, they still watch over us, and they take the time to come and communicate with us like they will do tonight. We have that knowledge and that belief and that proof that death does not mean the end, that we will still miss the physical, we will still miss being able to pick up the phone and hear a loved one's voice, but we still have that hope. A loss is a loss, no matter what your beliefs are, no matter how much time you spend with them, you can still miss them. So it's times like this I think of the words of John O'Donoghue and his poem For Grief. When you lose someone you love, your life becomes strange. The ground beneath you becomes fragile, your thoughts make your eyes unsure, and some dead echo drags your voice down. But where words have no confidence, your heart has grown heavy with loss. And though this loss has wounded others too, no one knows what has been taken from you when the silence of absence deepens. Flickers of guilt kindle regret for all that was left unsaid and undone. There are days when you wake up happy, again inside the fullness of life, until the moment breaks and you're thrown back into that black tide of loss. Days when you have your heart back, you are able to function well, until the middle of work or an encounter, and somewhere, suddenly without warning, you're ambushed by grief. It becomes hard to trust yourself. All you depend on now is that sorrow will remain faithful to itself. More than you, it knows its way. And we find the right time to pull that rope of grief until that coiled hill of tears has reduced to the last drop. Gradually, you will learn acquaintance with the invisible form of your departed. And when the work of grief is done, the wound of loss will heal, and you will have learnt to wean your eyes from the gap in the air and be able to enter the half of your soul where your loved one has awaited your return for all time. To finish, I'll leave you with the words of the Queen herself. Grief is the price that we pay for love. And everyone here knows that grief is just love with nowhere to go. But hopefully tonight we can make things a little bit easier.
Thank you. I'm going to ask Maureen to stand up, and I'm not sure if she's going to give you a talk or whether she's going to go into our mediumship. I'll leave it entirely up to you. Okay?
Thanks, right, to finish on that note, many years ago now, I lost a very good person in my life. And I was into this movement, but I still went that dark hole where I didn't think I could get out of. And I went to church, a lovely little spiritual church, with somebody, and he was very much a part of it as well. And I'm sitting there, and somebody said, and I wasn't doing mediumship at that time, and somebody said, I started crying. And he said, with all your knowledge, I can't believe you're still crying. And that was 3 months after I'd lost that person. Actually, I could have smacked him one, but I thought to myself, that is so wrong to say something like that to somebody. Because basically, yes, I think of people now, and I've had loss around me since my mum passed when I was 10, but I've had loss around me all the time. But I know, with what I know, it helps. It doesn't take it away, because we will always miss them, and we'll always love them, but it helps. And that's all this movement tries to do, help. So I hope you all sat in your rainbow, and I hope you all managed to find a bit of peace and tranquility within the colours, because we all need a bit of colour. We know that we're wearing a lot of black at the moment, but it's for a reason, and we must respect that. But colour is important to all of us. So, right, I need to waffle on and find out where I'm going with now. Anybody new that has never been to anything like this before? Anybody that's never been to anything like this before?
Got a couple, I think, little couple for you at the back.
Right, can you put your hands up if you're new and never been to anything before?
Yeah.
Right.
Just those two.
Wait a second, right. I think I was at the back of you when you came in, lady in the pink. Right at the pink there.
Oh.
Right, I just need to say, if I come to you, please speak up. If you nod your head, they'll stick a phone down on you, because that is all it is, to me, is a phone link. I pick up my phone, they pick up theirs, and we can communicate together. But if you nod your head, it's like my grandchildren when they were little. Talk to them on the phone, and they're nodding their heads, and you can't tell whether it's yes, no, don't understand, or what. So please, please speak up. Yes, no, don't understand is fine with me. If it's no, 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 and somebody else can understand it, your hand must come up, please, because they mess around with me. They're not all serious over the other side. They do have jokes, and sometimes they mess around with me, and sometimes they push in the queue, because there is a queue. And sometimes I have to say, back of the queue, please, because they're not ready for you yet. So if it's no, 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 and somebody else can understand, please let me know. Right, what else? I'm just trying to think what else I need to say. I seem to say something else, but I can't think what it is. Right. Can I come to a lady here, please? Right, I need to give you more smiles. I need to have more smiles with you, because I feel that everyone that's connected with you is putting a bit more round your shoulders at the moment.
Yes.
And this is earth plane, not spirit,
Yeah.
they're telling me. And this is because you're a lady who lets people do this,
Yeah.
but you have not learnt, actually, at the moment, to let it go.
No.
I've got a lady telling me that you've got a good heart, a good soul, and you want to help everyone
Yeah.
that you can. But it's not possible, she said. It's just not possible. This lady, she's a bit wider than me. She's a bit more my size.
Yeah.
She has got salt and pepper hair. I
Yeah.
can see salt and pepper hair. She's got quite a roundy face. And she comes in and she says she loves the bones of you,
Yeah.
but she says you need to say to people, yes, I can help by listening, but you need, when you finish listening, you shut it off and you get on with your own things.
Yeah.
At the moment, she's telling me there's about 5 people all together. I don't know whether some are family, some are friends, but there's 5 people that are driving you around the twist at the moment.
Yeah.
Right. This lady, when she was here, she was quite a lady who had lots of knowledge about her.
Yeah.
Old-fashioned knowledge, as I call it.
Yeah.
But she said, go back to the old-fashioned values. Go back to the old-fashioned values. She's giving me healing for you, but she's taking me all over healing for you.
Yeah. Thank you.
She's talking about your tears, because she is aware of a night time when there's nobody around and you can cry and let nobody know. She says, and I don't know whether you shower or bath, but she said often you cry when there's water over you, water coming over you.
Yeah.
Right, that doesn't mean that they're always around in their private times, if you know what I mean, but
Yeah.
she is aware of this. She is aware of this. She's telling me about September and October, birthdays, passings and
Yeah.
anniversaries around you.
Yeah.
She's also given me a passing, and I feel I'm not far from Christmas area,
Yeah.
not far from Christmas area with you. She says, please stop worrying about Christmas. Stop worrying about Christmas. Whoever makes the list, forget the list.
Okay.
One thing. This year, it needs to be one thing. Right? It might be a bigger thing than you think of, but it needs to be one thing instead of half a dozen things.
Yeah.
That makes sense to you,
Yeah, it
doesn't
does.
it?
Yeah.
I've got a lovely dog that had to be put down. A lovely
Yeah.
dog that had to be put down. You are very sensitive to spirit, I'm being told. You see and hear spirit.
Yeah.
Oh, another budding medium up here, I tell you, another budding medium. Right, I don't know whether you sit in circle, but whether you do or whether you don't, doesn't make any difference. You are very aware of spirit and you can get your own communication. And this lady says, she's telling me the name of Rose, she's talking about
Yeah.
the name of Rose, and she says you can sit there sometimes and just tune in with them and that they will be with you.
Yeah.
You get somebody to touch your face, I'm being told.
Yeah.
Yeah. But they're there to try and help you. They're there to try and help you. Ask a question, but only ask one. Let them answer.
Okay.
Right, give them time to answer. I've got books with you as well.
Yeah.
Reading books, but I also want pages that are not full yet, so I feel I'm studying.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
This lady, she says you're going to be good at studying, but you need to concentrate. You need to concentrate.
Okay. Yeah.
That doesn't mean sitting there for hours and hours and hours on end. It means giving yourself a time schedule.
Yeah.
Right. I've got sinus problems. I don't know who's got sinus problems. Yeah, I've got sinus problems as well. Also, I'm being told changes coming around you. You need to go with them.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay.
Sometimes we think, oh, I don't know whether I could do that, I don't know whether I could do that. But if a change comes around you, it's there for you.
Yeah.
If you put it off, it'll just come back when another time. Right.
Thank you.
The name of Phillips, surname of Phillips, the surname of Phillips. You cannot accept that.
No,
Right,
no.
that's fine. But I want to say, I've got healing going all around your lower back. All around your lower back.
Yeah.
Right? Please look out for yourself. You might need to distance yourself from a few people.
Yeah.
That doesn't mean to say that you're disrespecting them.
No.
It means that you'll need your own space.
Yeah.
And I'll leave that one
Thank
with you.
you.
And say thank you
Thank
for
you
being
very
here. Thank you for working with me. And will you take this lady's love? And I have the name of John connected with you as well.
Yeah.
I've got London links connected with you as well.
Yeah.
All right. God bless
Thank
you,
you.
darling. God bless you. I shouldn't say God bless you, bless you. Right, where am I going now? Can I come to the lady there? You've just moved, yeah? Yeah?
Me?
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah? Bless you. Decisions. Decisions. There's decisions that you need to make at this moment in time. Would you understand that?
Not really.
Not really. Who am I with then that's got to make a decision? I'm in this row. Is it the young girl here?
Yeah.
Yeah? Is it you?
Yeah.
Right, sorry about that.
That's
babe.
alright.
They messed me around and I knew I was in this vicinity. Decisions. But it's, you've made it and you've gone back on it. Do you understand that? You've made a decision for yourself, but I feel that you've gone back on it a bit.
Yeah, I haven't totally decided on that.
Pardon?
I haven't totally decided on the decision.
Right.
Yeah.
If I'm wrong, you need to let me know that I'm wrong, alright? But I feel that there's decisions that you can make for yourself and others around you need to butt out a little bit. Yeah, alright. There's a gentleman in the spirit world. Is it you that's new into this? You,
Me, yeah.
yes?
Yeah.
Who's the new lady?
That lady was it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You are new here tonight?
Yeah.
Never been here before?
No.
Right. There is a gentleman in the spirit world who passed with a heart problem before he passed. Can you understand it around you or your family? You or your family?
No.
And there's a lady as well at the side of him. She would have had a cancerous condition before she passed. It went in one place and went all over.
No. No.
No, you can't, right? I'll have to move away from that for a minute. They'll get
Oh,
it.
so, yeah, but the woman, but not the man.
Right, you can understand the lady.
Yeah.
You can understand the lady. Because they're trying to give you upliftment at this moment in time. They're trying to take you forward in your life. They're trying to give you, say that you can do these things. There's so much more for you to do. Would you understand books in front of you? Computers in front of you? Learning?
Possibly learning.
Learning, yeah. And this is what they're saying. It's there for you. It's there for you. This lady would have had a lot of medication before she passed away. She had a lot of medication. She wasn't able to, she heard people, but she wasn't able to speak an awful lot before she passed. Would you understand that?
Yeah.
Yeah? But she says you need to speak. You need to speak up for yourself. You understand that, don't you? You need to speak up for yourself. This is just a short message for you. I'm going to holidays. And I feel I want to go abroad as well, connected with you. I've got connections abroad with you.
Yeah.
Yeah, connections abroad. Right, it's a very short message because I need to get round to quite a few people, alright? But know that you are looked after. Know that this lovely lady, and she's given me a mum or a nan feeling here. A mum or a nan feeling, because I'm a mum, I'm a nan, and I'm a great nan. So this is what she's making me feel. I want to give you a hug. I want to give you a hug. You've had some hard times. And can I say that you have been let down by a person?
Yeah.
Right, I won't open it up because it's private and it's something to do with me. You've been let down, and that's what this lady's saying. She says, I'm going to help you to build your self-esteem up. She's going to help you to go forward. And she said, by this time, after Christmas, you're going to feel a lot better. After Christmas, you're going to feel a lot better. You're also going to do something different with your hair.
Oh.
Because you'll be looking in the mirror to say, hang on, what am I doing with it?
Yeah.
Yes, because she's there watching you in the mirror, thinking, well, she's going to decide what she wants to do with her hair. Whether you have it up, whether you have it back, or whether you have a big slide at the back, or what, I don't know. But that is what she's there. Just sit quietly when you can just relax and ask them to give you the help that you need. Because I say, don't ask, don't get. Alright? It applies what we do on the earth as well. Don't ask, don't get. There is good things for you. There are good things for you. And when you were let down by someone and it finished, it was the right time. Do you understand that? It was the right time. Right. No more tears, just more laughter. And there's two friends of yours, and I feel there's a girl night out.
Yeah.
Girls night out, yeah, that's what I'm being told. Girls night out. You and two friends.
Oh, yeah.
I'll leave it with you. Alright, just think about it. Know that they're close to you and trying to help you. We need to help ourselves as well. Get out and enjoy life. You're young. Get out and enjoy life. Alright? Right, bless you. Right, I'm coming to the lady at the back. The other lady. The new lady, yes. Can I say that there is a gentleman in the spirit world? He's quite an outspoken person that is around you or your family. Would you understand that?
Yep.
Yeah? And he says you can be quite outspoken as well.
Never.
But he wants you to laugh. He wants you to have a bit more laughter. And I think there's going to be a decision that you need to make, something to do with your living, where you're living, and who is helping you around the house, who is helping you around your home. But he is, I'm just trying to think, where are you? Can you give me some information? He's tall, taller than me. He's about 5'8", 5'10", this man, connected with you or your family. 5'10". I'm seeing him in a suit, but I'm also seeing him in casual clothes. I'm seeing him in a dark jacket and grey trousers. Can you understand anyone like this at all? No.
No.
Right. It doesn't have to be connected with you personally, it's around your family, right? So you need to open mind. There's also a lady telling me she never made old bones when she was here. I would say she passed in her 50s or early 60s. And she's a friend. No? Alright, I will leave it and I'll try and come back to you. Alright? You two together? Because I've got a beautiful blue and pink ribbon around you. Blue and pink ribbon around you. Blue is for healing, pink is unconditional love. Right, that's what we make of it. Blue is for healing. You can both do with healing because when one's up, the other one's down, and when one's down, the other one's up. Would you understand that? You're helping one another. You're helping one another. I need you to get voices.
Yeah.
Alright? The pink is unconditional love. You both need that. But you need it more, I'm being told. You need it more. You need to tell somebody to butt out and let you sort things out yourself. Would you understand that? There's something going on around you, but you need to make the decisions for yourself and not listen to anybody else. Oh, God. Don't do this. Don't do this. I've got a gentleman in the spirit world would have had heart problems connected. Can either of you understand this?
Yeah.
Yeah? Yeah? I feel he knew about this for some time, but didn't let on to anybody. Would you understand that?
Yeah.
And he wants to say to you, being quiet about something doesn't always help. It's a very wrapped up message, if you like. So being quiet about something doesn't always help, so you might need to say what you need to say. I've got London links around you and this lady. I want to go back in time. And there's pictures, real pictures I'm being told, photographs of London things that somebody's got. I'm putting you, both of you here. I'm in between both of you. I've got who plays the funny jokes? I've got funny jokes being played on. It's to do with you two. Somebody plays funny jokes.
What on both?
Each other, on the family, or somebody in the family, but they're talking about funny jokes.
Yeah.
Yeah? It's a weird sense of humour. It's a weird sense of humour. And I've got a gentleman here, he had his false teeth, but he said they never fitted properly. And he said they used to slip, and he used to lisp. He used to lisp a lot. Can you either of you understand that?
No, maybe.
Yeah?
But you wouldn't tell me.
Yeah.
No.
All right, I'll leave it there, you can understand. Why do I want to go into you two? I also know that there's a child that never reached the earth plane connected around. I feel that I'm a miscarriage child, and I want to go back in time where there was two. One was miscarriage and one wasn't. One was miscarriage and one wasn't. Yeah? Right, I won't open that one up. I've got a problem with someone's feet. Someone's got a problem with their foot.
Tall.
Yeah? Yeah? You've got a problem with your foot. Right, I know that you have. I've been told. All right, I'll leave that on there for you. I just want to say, when you're quiet, but there is something you need to say to somebody. Yeah. And you get a tickle here every now and again. I always say get it sorted, if you can find a doctor these days. Get it sorted, but if there's something you need to say to somebody, that tickle will keep coming back. So write it down, think about what you're saying, rehearse it, and then say something to them. I've got August and September's birthdays, passings, anniversaries connected with you. I want to go Leytonstone and Leytonstone, London, and Chingford. I've got Chingford around. Right. At least I got something. But they're laughing here. A memory of a very big teddy bear that used to be pulled around by his ears. Yeah? Because this is the memory I've got of a teddy bear pulled around by his ears. You need to listen to what Spirit's trying to tell you. Because you hear Spirit, I'm being told. Do you get a buzzing? I shouldn't ask a question. I've got a buzzing in my ear. And when it stops, it's like, hey, hang on a minute. When you talk to them, it will stop. So I know that you hear Spirit. And this is what the teddy bear with the ear is giving me a teddy. It's a form of association. Listen to what they're saying. They're going to try and help you. Right. And I want healing going on your tummy area. Healing going on your tummy area. You're eating something that doesn't agree with you. Yeah. Got to sort it out, isn't it? Yeah. Right, I'll leave it with you to sort it out. Think about what you're going to say to somebody. Rehearse it. Alright? Bless you. Right, now where am I? Oh dear. So thirsty tonight. Where am I? Right, I've got the gentleman sitting on the end. Hello there. Right, I've got a connection. Both of you?
Yeah.
Right, both of you have got a connection. You've got a good head on your shoulders.
Thank
gentleman, you've got a good head on your shoulders, and you understand a great deal about spirit. But you don't flash it around, but you give information that comes from spirit, and sometimes when you open your mouth and it comes out, a lot of people don't understand where it's coming from. Does that make sense to you? The lady would probably say yes. Yes?
Possibly.
Yeah.
Yeah, possibly.
Yeah. But I've got a gentleman telling me he worked with his hands, so I'm feeling weather-worn hands.
Yeah.
He's got white shirt, rolled up sleeves, belt braces. Not much bigger than me, not much bigger than me. He's about 5'5", 5'6" in height. Maybe bigger because I'm not good with heights, I must be honest, I'm not good with heights. And I want to go back in time with this gentleman. I go back in time because I feel London connections with him. I want London connections with him. But I want to go to the right East End of London with him. East End of London, because I've got 2 up, 2 down house. I've got 2 up, 2 down connections. And I've been given a bike. This bike, pedal bike, around, and the chain kept coming off this bike. Every time he went down the road, the chain slipped off the bike. He's talking about the chain slipping off the bike. He's talking about taking the tyres and messing around with tyres. They're also telling me about motorbike as well, connected around you, your family or your friends, but it was the old ones, not ones of today, an old one. They're telling me about South End, East End, the South End, all round the East Coast area. They're giving me memories around there as well.
Right, yeah.
Also a caravan, but it's not with the big ones of today. It's about a bit of an oval shape roof on it, bit of an oval shaped roof on it, but it's one from years ago, and it rained all the time. It rained all the time. Somebody was there. In memories. You got a problem with your tooth?
Yes.
Oh, you need to get it sorted. You really do need to get it sorted.
Right.
She's been moaning at you, haven't you? Yeah.
No, I haven't, but I'm aware of it.
Yeah, you're aware of it. Yeah. And also, would you understand you smell cigarettes or tobacco from time to time where there's not anybody smoking? Because there's a gentleman here who used to roll his own,
Yeah.
and he says every now and again, you might be too busy to even notice it, but he said every now and again he's going to whiff this cigarette smoke around so that you do notice that it's him. You notice that it's him, because he used to roll his own. But he used to roll them two or three at a time, so that he didn't have to stop if he was busy. He could just take one out
Yeah.
and roll it. Right, lady. There's only so many hours in your day. You can't make any more. Right? You can't make any more. And I don't know why. I need you to make sure that you're reading or doing something in the right light.
Okay.
I've got headaches or strain here.
Okay.
Strain, be careful. Just be careful. The name of David being given.
Okay.
Right, and I feel there's David on the earth plane. There's a David on the earth plane connected around you too. David on the earth plane. No?
Oh, yes.
Right. Can anyone understand David on the earth plane on around you? Won't do that. A lady's telling me that she passed away, but I feel that there was one person not there that should have been there at her passing.
Right.
Yeah, at her passing.
Yeah.
But she said it doesn't matter, because I'm not gone anywhere. I've not gone anywhere. But she said she's still around. And it's, can I say, it's beating that person up a bit. They kept on about it. I wish I'd been there and da 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 da.
No. I would say no.
Not the one thing.
No, nor
Can you understand anything like that? Because she said that there's still conversations about it.
no,
Still
the person who wasn't
conversations
is
about
quite
it.
good at it.
I also feel I want pictures going into a coffin. Photos going into a coffin. Would you understand either of you that? Three. Can you understand that?
What?
Photos going into a coffin.
Yeah,
Right.
and not being there. Not being there.
The what?
Not being there.
Not.
Not being at the coffee, not being there.
There's photos are being shown. Photos have gone in the coffin. You can't understand that.
Not with the same
The
person.
photos have gone into a coffin before it was
We've got
buried.
them on a different person,
Yeah.
but not on the same person.
Right. But you can. I'll leave it. I'm not doing that. I am not doing that.
Messing you about in there.
I am not doing that tonight. No, I'm not doing that tonight. I just needed to say there is somebody on the earth plane that really does need your help at the moment. Yeah, you understand? Do you understand? It's a friend. I'm seeing a friend that does need your help. So you can be there, but don't take it on board. Just leave it, do what you can, and just walk away and do it. You know, you're not being disrespectful, but when you take it on board, it will drag you down, and tears will come. Tears will come. Healing is going to your lower back and your stomach, and the gentleman here I've got around your back and your tummy area. Alright? And also I've got a problem with one of your feet.
Yeah.
Yeah, one of your feet. So take great care. Get a bit of massaging cream or something and massage that area. It would help you. And the lady's telling me she had to have a ring cut off because her fingers got swollen. Her fingers got swollen. No? No. Alright, I've left you. Alright, I've left you. I know that the ladies here knows of someone had their ring cut off because they had a problem with their arthritis rings.
You can take that, but not at the last point. It was already when she was alive.
Oh what?
I can take that, but when she was alive.
Alright. She's alive?
No, when she was alive.
Oh
she
right,
was
yeah,
cut
that's
off.
right. She had, I'm being told a memory of a ring being cut off.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's fine. But she's got it back now. Alright, she's got it back now. Because what you have here, you can have in the spirit world. Alright, if we owned it. If we haven't earned it, you don't get it. Right, here we go. Right, I need here. You've got such serious faces. The energy, I want the energy lifted.
I'm smiling.
Hey?
I'm smiling.
You're smiling, you're the only one that's
I'm
smiling.
smiling and causing trouble in the corner.
Energy, I think that energy. Right, where are we? The lady there with her arms crossed. Yeah, hello there. You've got a lovely smile. One lovely smile. Because they work on energy, and if the energy's flat, I don't get nothing. Alright? You have got so much to give still. You have got so much to give. And now it's time for you to say, yes, I'm going to do it. Does that make sense to you? Yes, it does, doesn't it? New job, new things going on, new things going on. Also, I'm being told there's a talk of a holiday or a break coming up around you, family or your friends. And I said, it needs it. You really need it. It's needed. It's needed. Also, I'm being told that on the earth plane, there's a young person, a young teenager who really needs a lot of help at this moment. Do you understand that? A young teenager. I'm talking under 18, obviously. But 13 to 14. 13 to 14. Can anybody understand a young teen? Because I'm seeing this, lots of help being needed for this person. Does anybody understand this?
I might be able to.
Can you understand this?
Yeah, 15 maybe, but yeah.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
don't know. They just said there was a young teenager who really does need help at this moment in time. And it's frustrating because they're doing the best and it's come to a bit of a block. It's come to a bit of a block. But the avenue will open up so that more help can be given. But whoever's concerned there and trying to help, they need a bit more patience with this one. They need a bit more patience with this one. Would either of you understand, can I say, I need to put my hand over a glass of alcohol. I need to put my hand over a glass of alcohol because someone's drinking a little bit too much. Does that make sense to anyone? Yeah? We cannot, they said we cannot make things happen, but we are there if you want the help. If you want the help. I want to go to April and May, birthdays, passings and anniversaries, April and May.
Yeah.
I need you to give you a St. Christopher as well, a St. Christopher. I also know that you put things down and they move. That's them doing it. You're not going to do that in tats, all right? It's them doing it. So when that happens, will you ask them, please, can you move it back again or stop moving it altogether? When you talk to them, you can get it back again. Right, I'm going to the name of Mary for you. I've got the name of Mary for you. I don't like giving a lot of names because they know that, so they don't give me names. But Mary, and I've got the name of Angelica. Angelica, which is a very odd name. It's a foreign name, isn't it? Angelica. Angelica. You go around, is it you that goes around humming to music?
Yes.
I've got lots of music around for you, lots of music around. But I've got light classical as well.
Right.
Do you know the Legends of the Glass Mountain and the Dream of Olwyn? Somebody in the spirit world does. I've got a gentleman who used to like that. I've got a gentleman who used to like that sort of music. I've got rock and roll music as well. Got rock and roll music. And I've got a lady and a gentleman. A lady and a gentleman here, and they want to dance. So I knew that they were dancing when they were here on the airplane.
Yeah.
She wasn't well to do, but she had nice dress, and she would have had a bag to match her shoes. And she always made him dress properly. He would want to put on an older jacket, but she said, no, you're wearing this. So but they used to dance together. When that music comes on and you feel a bit down, think of this couple, because you have had days when you want lifting up now. You want lifting up. I've got a relationship. Now, I don't know whether it's connected with you or the other lady there, but there's a relationship that was there and now it's parted. And now it's parted. And that is good because it's time. It's time. Spirit world are really pleased about that because it's done its turn. Learn lessons from either. Learn lessons. So need to go forward. You need your glasses changed. You do. I know you do. I know you do. Please try and get it sorted. Please try and get it sorted. And I've got an earring that you lost as well.
Okay.
It is a dangly earring, but I feel it went down the drain. It's a long while ago.
Yeah.
They're going down memory lane here, but this earring been put in like that. Oops, down the drain. Someone would have tried to get it
I did get
underneath.
it. I did get it.
Did you get it?
Mm.
Oh, that's right. Because someone's taking something out under the pipe. Right. Let's just how close they are. But please get your glasses sorted. right? And one of your toes is playing you up.
No.
One of your toes, your big toe on your left foot.
Sometimes one of my
Big
little
toe on your
toes
left
lays
foot.
up, but not my
I'll
big
leave that
toe.
one with you because I think it's getting caught. It's getting caught on the sock or a shoe. It's rubbing, it's getting caught on your shoe.
I think that was my mum.
Is it?
Not me, that was
All
my
right,
mum.
well, I'm going to leave that information with you. Thank you for working with me. Bless you both. Right. Right, where am I? Right. Our lovely lady at the back, arms crossed. Yeah. Just go over here. I can't. Right, I feel disconnected from you. Right, what can I say? What can I say? I want to give you a hug. I want to give you a hug. You're not getting that. You're not getting a hug. But there's a lady in the spirit world who wants to give you that. She knows that you're going through a very difficult time at the moment. Yeah? But she says, if you can just stick with it, you're going to come through it. Hard to say, hard to do. There's medication that you're taking that you might need to change. Yes? You might need to change. I'm not telling you to change it, but you might need to change it. Because I feel it's either not doing you good or it's not the right strength for you. So that's the message for you. When people say things to us, let it go in, let it go out. Right? You've got a good heart, you've got a good soul, and you've helped many people by just being there. By just being there. A gentleman, he would have had problems walking when he was here on the earth plane. And he wants to say, I understand what you're going through. That he knows that you can get there and you will get stronger. Physically, mentally and spiritually, you will get stronger. Right? I've got the name of Alf to give you. Alf to give you. Don't worry about the names at the moment. You can think about them later. I've got the name of Alf and I've got the name of George to give you. Right. When somebody says exercise, right, when somebody says exercise, you do it in your own way, right? You do it in your own way. You don't have to go to gym, you don't have to do this. Do it in your own way. You sit down, and you put your leg up and down, put your arms up and down, do anything you like, but it will be the exercise. There's also a clock that is not going round at the right speed. It goes round and then it seems to jump back again. Do you understand that? Well, you look for it if you don't. Alright? But there's also pictures. And you get pictures in your head, don't you? Yeah. My daughter's starting to do this as well, so she's going to follow in my footsteps if she wants. But when you get the pictures in your head, will you please try to remember them and write it down, what you see?
I do try.
You do? Right.
I just can't draw.
I'm putting drawing with you as well.
Yes.
Doodles, but proper drawing, spiritual drawing I'm
Yes.
seeing with you. I've also got children connected with you in the spirit world
Yes.
because you can hear them, I'm being told.
Yes.
Wonderful, wonderful thing to be able to do. I don't even get that. That is wonderful. Please know that you are loved and looked after. This gentleman, there's a lady here, She used to do a lot of knitting when she was here, but she's making the squares. She's making the squares and she's sewing them all together, or she sewed them all together. She said, past, I sewed them all together and it's like a big blanket. She's also telling me that that blanket goes around you from time to time because it's all got all the colours in it. When I said about the rainbow earlier on, you was there, weren't you?
Yes.
You were there. You're a very spiritual person. That doesn't mean religious. It means spiritual. There is a great difference. And have your own beliefs. Keep with your own beliefs. Keep doing the drawings. Keep doing the drawings. Because when you do a drawing, it will change. It will start off with one thing and it goes to another. Good. Good. That's what I'm after. That's what I'm after trying to get you to do. That's fine. If you're doing it, that's good. Carry on doing that. This gentleman's going to be with you. And this lady's going to be with you. I've got a fox. Would you understand a fox? Coming in someone's garden. Right, be careful of that. Alright, make sure the doors are shut when you're not in the room. Because they're getting quite cheeky now. You understand a rabbit from years ago? Yeah. And also a tortoise that used to eat all the lettuces from someone's garden. Someone's garden. A tortoise. Years and years ago.
Very, very long time.
I'll leave you with them drawings. You're doing absolutely the right thing. Carry on doing it. Have faith in yourself. Don't listen to anybody else. Have faith in yourself. That's the main thing you could do. Alright? Look after number one. You are important. You've got a long way to go and you're going to get a lot of help. Alright? Bless you. Bless you. Oh. Where am I? I'm somewhere else here. They're messing me about tonight. I'll have a bad word with them. Right. Two people. I'm connecting. Are you together? Three of you all together. Three of you all together. I've got lots of energy to give the three of you. Lots of energy, the three of you. You too need to look after these. You too need to look after them, alright? You put them down and forget where you put them. You sat on a pair as well. You sat on a pair as well. I also need to say to you, you're getting stronger. You're getting stronger. But not only physically, spiritually as well. Because you're learning different things. It makes sense to you. You're learning different things. When somebody says something to you, you think you know, you've said, well, I know that already. I know that already. But mediumship runs around. Mediumship is connected with the three of you. Mediumship. And I feel it's to do with you. From years and years ago, there's a lady telling me that she used to do tea leaves many, many, many years ago. Many years ago, because she's going back in time. Well, you know when they used to wear very dark clothes, and I'm seeing her with a little brown teapot. I'm seeing her with a bigger teapot, and she'd turn it upside down and do these old tea leaves. But she said, "You get your own information." She said, "You get your own information." You wonder where it comes from, but why do you wonder? Because they're there working with you. I've got a gentleman. He's quite a. Can I say he was quite sarcastic sometimes when he was here on the earth plane? So either, does anyone know about the sarcastic gentleman, yeah?
Yes.
A lot of people took it to heart, but sometimes he said things and it came out wrong, but he made his point. He used to make his point. He's telling me that you've got change coming up. Change is coming up with you. Are you working? You
Yes.
shouldn't work. I feel that you're in a job where it's going to change,
Right.
or you're going to go up a step in your job.
Right.
Right? Does that make sense to you at all?
Possibly.
Right? Because I'm seeing a ladder, and it's either going up the ladder to your job, or you're going to change completely and do something completely different.
Okay.
And they said because they're putting a lot on you that you shouldn't be doing.
Right.
I've got the name of Kathy on the earth plane. Somebody called Kathy on the earth plane. I've got who's thinking about getting a disability, like a disability little like thing. Somebody thinking about it around you. Eh?
I've already got one.
You've already got one. I'm seeing a change in it. I'm seeing somebody changing it or changing something about it. There's something you're not quite happy with it. Is it you that's got it? No, it's you. Is it you? Are you happy with it?
Yeah, the one that, yeah, tips his own face.
I've got
two, and like,
right. Have you got one that you're not happy with?
yes.
Right. Because I see this and it's like I want to change it. I want to do something with it. Right. But they're very aware of that. Because you've got to be careful with it when you're going up and down steps and things like this. Right. I've got a lady telling me she used to do a lot of cooking. She used to do a lot of cooking when she was eating cakes. I'm seeing a lot of cakes.
Yeah.
There's a celebration coming up soon as well. I'm talking about a celebration coming up, somebody's big birthday, anniversary or what, I don't know. But they said it's within the next 6 months. So there's an anniversary birthday coming up in the next 6 months. Because I'm being given pink champagne, and when they do that, that is it. Maybe family, friends, I don't know. Name of Chris being given as well. And I want to go to March, April and May, birthdays, passings and anniversaries. Right, birthdays, passings and anniversaries. And a gentleman, he always had his own chair to sit in. He always had his own chair to sit in when he was here.
Yeah.
You could sit in his out room,
Yeah.
out. Right, he's just laughing. He said, but they done it and all, she said, they done it. Just get out of the chair. Right. I just want to go to the East Coast as well, all around the East Coast, Southend, Clacton, all around those areas for you. I just want to say the energy is a lot around you. You've got lots of energy around you. But you need to do something about them glasses, alright? And you're someone's talking about doing your hair. On the earth plane, someone's talking about your hair. Now, sit down and we're going to do something about your hair. Yeah? Because I think you, either of you, especially you want to do something with her hair. Have it done? Yeah?
Brush the back because she's always good.
Yeah. It's like,
Not saying
Can you-
you've got this
can you
again.
do something with it? You know, it's like, can you not do something with it? Can you not do something with it? They're getting quite personal. I will leave that one with you. And I've got something wrong with somebody's wrist. Who's got a problem with their wrist? Who's got a problem?
Both my wrists, I've got some mark on.
Their wrist. And the nail varnish needs to be put on a tray when it's being used. Instead of just a table, it needs to be put on a special tray or something, because I can see a nail varnish going on the floor or all over the table. Right. Marquisite jewellery. Who's got the Marquisite jewellery? It's like a black stones, little black stones, Marquisite jewellery. And I've got a ring with 3 stones, a big one in the middle and one each side. A ring on, yeah? Do you understand that as a ring? Right, I'll leave that one with you. I need to go to somebody else now. Right, where are we? I need to go to one more. I've been told one more. One more. Right. Who am I going to? Don't mess me about tonight. No. I'm over here. Over here. There are 2 ladies there. Are you 2 friends or connected? You're helping one another at the moment. I'm being told. Do you understand that? You're helping one another. You're mulling over things.
Yes.
You're mulling over things. Because you want to decide whether this is right or that's right. So you're very much into each other's opinions.
Yeah.
You're into one another's opinions. And they said, that's good because you can get different points of view from listening to each other. Listening to each other. But you need on the earth plane to just be aware of people when they say things. It's not always as it seems. It's not always as it seems. So just listen, take it on board and mull it over, and if it doesn't make sense to you on the earth plane, disregard it. Disregard it. I've got a computer here in front of me, which is no good because I don't know computers from one thing from the other. But they said a computer, it stops and it starts. It stops and it starts. So whether that's around you 2 or somebody else, I don't know. There's something wrong with the connection with a computer. They're talking about a computer with a bad connection. So I'll leave it. Do either of you interested in like Reiki and healing?
Yes.
Because I've got complementary stuff around you. Complementary stuff. I've got crystals with you as well. You know what crystals to use because you're drawn to it.
Yes.
You're drawn to it. Crystal healing is brilliant. Be careful it's not too strong for you, because sometimes it can give you a little bit of a headache. You've got mediumship abilities within you, and so has this lady. You've got both got mediumship abilities within you. I don't know when you're in a circle, but that's neither here nor there at the moment. But they said there's plenty of time. Plenty of time. Read and understand. And it is a precious thing to do, and I am very humbled to be able to do it. So basically, it's there for you if you choose to do it, because I know that both of you, when you're out, you pick up things around people. When you're with people that you know, that you can give that information. When you're with people you don't know, just say to them, I don't know this person, I've got to be very careful with this. I also know that you see colours. You see colours sometimes. So you might be able to get information from colours and stuff like that. Mediumship works many ways. I also know that there's a child that never reached the earth plane connected with either one of you or for the family. And I know there are connections with twins connected around either of you. I don't know, there's twins in the family. Right. I will leave you with that information because I know that you have got so much to give to others and you're mediumistic and you're going to take it seriously because it's nothing to do with Ouija boards or anything like that. And you will be good, as you will give your own information, and you will always know who to come to if you ask a question. They will help you. Alright, they will help you. There is a lady telling me that she used to do this as well. That she used to do it, nobody knew about it. She said nobody knew about it. But she was a very gentle lady, very wiry, very thin, very wiry. But she said nobody knew about it. She said, I used to do that. And she's very, very pleased with both of you. I don't know who she's connected with. She's very pleased with both of you because you've got a lot to give one another.
Yeah.
And your friendship is going to be blossomed. And I feel that you're going to go away together as well. You're going to go away together. So please enjoy your life. Please be happy. And that goes for our lovely lady there. Enjoy. And with that, I'll say thank you for working with me. Bless you. Sorry I couldn't get round to more people. Bless you all.
Would you close?
Yeah.
Just going to close in prayer, please.
Great Spirit, Father God, I want to say thank you to the guides, the teachers and the helpers that have worked with me this evening. I want to say thank you to the angels who watch over us. And I want to say thank you to all the lovely spirit people that have been here to give messages of love and support. And I ask, Father God, that for those who never got a message this evening from their loved ones, can take something from this evening that will help them in the coming days and weeks. Help us all to be loving and caring to ourselves and loving and caring to others, and also the animal kingdom. Please bless everyone here, and I ask a cloak of protection around us all as we travel our earth pathway. Thank you again. Amen.
Amen. I'm going to pull out the raffle ticket.